Pokemon Winds and Waves, of course, is going to give us a brand new Pokedex. We should probably be getting about 100 to 150 brand new Pokemon if I just had to guess on the top of my head. And over the last couple weeks and months, we have had different leaks of different Pokemon that we should be actually getting in this game. Obviously, just to start off with, we have seen the starter Pokemon, Sprout, Pombon, and Gekwa. It's very cool that we have seen those three, of course, but we should be seeing some more in the next trailer that I hope is actually before Pokemon Day of 2027. Because that's currently the time frame, I guess, when the next trailer should be, apparently based on all the leaks and rumors recently, which is low-key sad because I was really hoping for some more trailers and some more footage or just information this year, and I know all of you guys were too. There typically is a Pokemon Presents in the middle of the year. I don't even know if that's going to happen anymore. Let's just hope it does. Let me know, do you guys think we should be getting another trailer this year for this game, especially since they've already given us real gameplay footage and a real big trailer of it already? So, like, technically speaking, you know, they are far enough in development of the game to where they should be just at least giving us a small trailer this year. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Moving on. We do have this list from Jordan where he basically gathered all of the current leaked and rumored Pokemon that are gonna be in the game as of now. Like, this is pretty much the most solid list that we do have of brand new Pokemon for the Pokedex. So let's take a look at exactly what some of these Pokemon could potentially look like. Oh, and also on top of that list, we also do know there's going to be some sort of Komodo Dragon Pokemon, which this list was made before those leaks of the Komodo Dragon came out. So yeah, add a Komodo Dragon Pokemon on top of that. A Komodo Dragon would be awesome. I know we already have Komodo, but, you know, more Komodo Dragons, I think, is a must, especially for a very tropical region, which Winds and Waves will be a very tropical region. That is so awesome. Alola DLC, potentially? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But this design goes absolutely crazy. I'm a huge fan of the orange and the green. So I guess this would just be a two-stage evolution Pokemon, which, honestly, is pretty cool. I mean, I love how sneaky the first stage evolution looks like. I could totally see this kind of being one of those Pokemon that's one of the main Pokemon, like the most popular Pokemon of the region, just because of the colors. I bet the shiny form would go crazy though. What type do you guys think this final stage evolution would be? I'm thinking maybe a poison and a dragon. I mean, if it is a Komodo dragon, it has to be a dragon type at least. So I feel like a poison dragon, maybe even a ghost dragon type. Here is another Komodo dragon that has some awesome armor. This definitely kind of looks like Salamence in a way. Now, I know it's a Komodo dragon, but I feel like this could even be a rock and a grass type, or maybe a rock dragon, maybe a grass dragon type. So many possibilities just based on the color alone, but I absolutely love that first stage evolution, looking like a little alligator. And then of course that second stage evolution, just kind of like a shell right before it evolves into an absolute beast of a third stage. Now imagine a fire type dragon. So this one is cool because it's Gekko, which obviously we have Gekwa, a gecko Pokemon, and this one evolves into Colmodo for Cole and Komodo. I think these names go crazy, and we do have rumors of Gekwa maybe being that Komodo dragon, but I'm not too sure on that. I feel like they probably will keep Gekwa as a gecko Pokemon overall, and the Komodo Dragon could potentially be a different Pokemon that is, you know, separate from Gekwa. But we do have other leaks saying that this Komodo Dragon may be connected to one of the gym leaders or something like that, which probably would mean it's going to be a really cool beast kind of Pokemon that is probably going to be a fan favorite. I feel like if you're going to give it that much importance, because I feel like typically, you know, the gym leaders Pokemon are some of the fan favorites. They're usually some of the best designs of each, you know, respective generation or region, I guess. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Okay, so we also have the Wind Grandma and Wind Grandpa, which are the legendary Pokemon. That's literally the legendary Pokemon apparently. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they are going to look like. I feel like they're going to be very wise. It seems like it's going to be some sort of wisdom legendary Pokemon, and I think that's awesome. So of course we have the Winds and Wave. So this is a flying, you know, bird type Pokemon for one of the legendaries, and I absolutely love this. Look at how sleek it is, and it definitely does give off legendary vibes, which I absolutely love. Legendary birds or dragons, you know, they're always so cool, and so many of them are people's favorite Pokemon, of course, which makes sense because a legendary Pokemon should be an insane design. And this is the Waves version, so this would be the Pokemon that probably would be living underwater, because we actually will be able to explore underwater. Like, literally underwater exploration is real in this game, so I love this. Could you imagine how sick and ominous it would be just seeing the huge, amazing, you know, rare legendary Pokemon swimming underwater or just hiding underwater, depending on however, you know, the lore breaks down in this story. The legendary Pokemon probably will be revealed in the next trailer, because typically they do show off the legendary Pokemon in the second trailer. At least they did for Gen 8 and Generation 9. So technically, you know, maybe this is going to be one of the big reveals alongside some of the other new Pokemon, of course. Moving on to Shellos. So we do have heavy hints, like huge hints and teasers from Game Freak themselves of a yellow Shellos, And I think it makes sense. I definitely think it makes sense. But if we do get yellow Shellos, then we should technically be getting another color for north and south. So maybe a green Shellos could also join that yellow Shellos. I would absolutely love that so much. I think this is something that needs to happen. You know, Shellos is such a slept-on Pokemon, but also that probably would mean that Gastrodon would also be getting those colors as well, right? So in a way, that would be kind of 4 new Pokemon if we got 2 new colors of Shellos and Gastrodon. It's definitely a very fitting region. I mean, I'm putting stuff on the screen just like of all the random hints that we've had over the last couple weeks and months of a yellow Shellos, or at least some sort of another Shellos coming out. And it would just be peak. I know this has been a very popular topic, but it's popular for a reason. I mean, just imagine we have east, south. Just imagine if we had east, south, north, and west. Man, I'm here for it. Like, I'm 100% here for that. We also have apparently a moon rabbit happening, which would be so sick. So we also know that the new character from the Horizons anime arc is going to introduce a brand new Pokemon sometime. We don't know when exactly, but eventually it should be revealing one of the brand new Pokemon. So I have heard some people thinking it could be the moon rabbit. This design is so sick. 100% would be a fan favorite, and it could just be one of the regional rodents of the game, I guess you could say too. I feel like the plush and the cards that are crazy for this one, people would absolutely go insane for this bunny Pokemon right here. I definitely think a fairy type would be perfect, but also, you know, we have had rumors of there being another type. So, you know, a light type we've had rumors of. Of course, cosmic has been a big, I guess, theory, not really a rumor, but theory, which I don't necessarily think we will get a new type, but I wouldn't be that surprised if we did get a brand new type, just because why not, right? Especially if a new evolution happens, because the last time we got a brand new type, we got Sylveon, which was a brand new evolution to the time. So I don't know, man, would a light and a fairy type make sense for this Pokemon? Maybe. And here is its second or third stage evolution. I'm not really sure. I couldn't find another one. So I love the tail though. The tail being like a space, you know, cosmic look is so sick, and the stars in the eyes, this would be such a perfect fit for the new character in the Horizons anime, like without a doubt a perfect fit. It also reminds me of one of the Generation 3 scrap Pokemon, which was a bunny with a like swim tube or whatever, you know, so like a water rabbit. Obviously this is not a moon rabbit, but still, man, they could totally pull out elements from this guy maybe. And we have had a bunch of leaks of a flying fish Pokemon. So this originally came from Ball Guy, who posted this Pokemon, which is a scrapped Pokemon, but apparently it's going to make its way back to Generation 10, which they have done a couple times where they took inspiration from an old scrap Pokemon to make it a brand new one in a new region. And I think it's perfect because winds and waves, a flying fish, oh my gosh, it is the most perfect fit for a Pokemon of this game. Ball Guy did claim it is going to be a new basic mon, so the first stage evolution potentially, maybe early route, but probably seemingly going to be just a first stage evolution to another Pokemon. And I've mentioned this before, but I feel like it's going to get the Magikarp treatment, where Magikarp, you know, Magikarp's the GOAT. But his design, you know, he's just a little floppy fish. And then he evolves into Gyarados, which is an absolute insane beast. So this is probably that Pokemon would do too. So I love this design right here. The water flying fish. What a perfect type. You could literally not have any other typing besides water and flying on this guy. And here's another one, the Windfish Pokemon Guppin, who evolves into Surfish. Oh my gosh, I love this Pokemon. If this were a real mon, I would put this on my team without a doubt. I absolutely love that. It looks like a shark, but it's like a sail, you know, a sailboat. It looks so cool. And somebody actually did create this Pokemon as, you know, an actual, I guess you could say, art style. And I just love how derpy it is. Like, it is such a weird, derpy Pokemon that just, like, doesn't really make sense. But for that exact reason alone is why I do think it would be a really popular Pokemon. I mean, look at the lips on this fool. Look at his lips, dude. And his feet. Like, it is just a creepy dude. And of course, the starter Pokemon are obviously going to evolve. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the starter evolutions, because I have made a lot of videos of the starter Pokemon specifically. So these I just thought were really cool, and I don't think I've ever seen these before. So obviously, these are the starter Pokemon. This is their third stage evolution. I love how Brout's third stage evolution still has the kind of like the karate style to him. And he does make sense to be standing on 2 legs. Like, if Brout does evolve to stand on 2 legs, it makes sense, because obviously it's a bird. It'd be weird if he was on all 4s. I do hope that Gekwa and Pombon do actually stay on all 4s though. This design is crazy. Now, this looks like a beast of a Pokemon. I feel like Gekwa is going to really surprise us. I'm going with Gekwa currently. I would absolutely love to know which starter Pokemon you guys want to go with in the game so far. Or if you guys are just waiting for the third stage evolution and waiting, you know, for their typings and everything like that, let me know that. Then we have Pombon's third stage evolution, which I do think is a very unique design that is still faithful to the original first stage evolution, and I love it, dude. I feel like Pombon might go crazy. I actually have really high hopes for the starter Pokemon. Like, I'm really hoping that they're gonna be just insanely good evolutions with mid-stage evolution and the third stage evolution. I mean, the mid-stage evolution, people don't really care too much about low-key. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the Pokemon that I went over today is your favorite, because I definitely have a lot on this list that are my favorite, because oh boy, some of them are just so cool. And like I said, every single Pokemon we went over today is most likely gonna happen. Like the most, I guess you could say, reputable leaks for these Pokemon, hopefully, that are gonna be in the game. Oh, and of course it says Sound Rotom, which I don't know if that means, you know, DJ Rotom, or if it's gonna be like another kind of Sound Rotom. Please subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications and hype up the video to help reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers. Guys, we are getting so close. And if you guys are real watching this far in the video, comment down below Star Wars, just Star Wars. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one. Peace.